Hey, hello everyone. Hi, we'll just wait for a couple of more people to join. Thank you for joining, whoever has already joined. So, I hope all of you are doing well, and I welcome all of you in the live session that we are doing today. In the last couple of sessions, we have met a lot of expert doctors and who helped us understand how exactly laser hair reduction works. They also talked about the processes. They also talked about how exactly it is effective and better than a lot of waxing and razor kind of methods. And it's coming out as to be the best hair removal method in the industry these days. But there are still a lot of myths associated with it. People have a lot of questions. And today we are here again with a session where we are talking about a lot of questions you still have frequently asked questions about laser hair reduction. While I'm sure the past sessions must have been informative and enlightening, but we still have some questions, and Dr. Afreen is here today with us, and she's going to help us answer all of these questions and help you understand why laser hair reduction is a good method to get completely aloof of your body hair, unwanted body hair, I must say. Welcome, Dr. Afreen.
Hello everyone.
Before we get into the session, we have a special announcement today. So, all the people who have joined, please listen to me carefully. We have for the 10 lucky winners, we'll be giving free laser hair reduction sessions. I repeat, we'll be giving free trial laser hair reduction sessions. So please keep asking questions to all the people who will ask the questions. Do not forget to use UC laser as the hashtag. Keep posting your questions. We'll keep asking the questions again and again in the between. And top 10 winners will get a free trial session of laser hair reduction. So over to you, Dr. Afreen. We'll start with the first question. Help our audience understand what exactly laser hair reduction is and how is it better than the other hair removal methods.
See, it's laser hair reduction. The name itself is saying it's a reduction, right? Everyone do say it's permanent thing. एक बार करा लिया and it's gone for life and all. See, it's not removal. Permanent नहीं होता. It's a semi-permanent thing. Once you are going to remove your hairs, you will be requiring more number of sessions like a maintenance thing. Why it is safe and effective from others method is like once you are done with your laser you are actually free from that hairy legs, hairy underarms and all. The same density and the same number of hairs are never going to come back. If it is coming also there will be either one or two or three hairs which will be coming or maximum 10% of the hairs will be coming back. If you're doing any other method like epilation, shaving, waxing, like we have in numbers of treatment which is going out, but any which ways every month you'll get same number of hairs back, right? There is no treatment which is going to reduce the hairs. It is going to reduce. That is why we are saying it's reduction. It is going to reduce the hairs. So that is why laser hair reduction is one of the best method to go forward to have your hassle free life. You don't have to every time see if you're going out. You don't have to see okay I have a hairy hairs. I have to just remove the hairs and walk out. You are free to go basically once you are done with it.
Interesting. So you already mentioned that it is not removal, it is reduction. And that was the second question I was going to ask because a lot of people keep thinking about it that why the other methods are called as removal and why laser is called as laser hair reduction. Coming to the next question, Dr. Afreen, if you have to tell me the age frame for the treatment, is there any specific age bracket under which a person can go through the laser hair reduction?
See, there is no as such particular age we can talk about, but very important. At least you must achieve your puberty, right? Minimum 15 age should be there. Like you are too young to take laser. Like you're less than 15, you're not properly puberty in your puberty stage. So at that point of time, I would never say, and we would never say to go forward with the laser. But you have attend your puberty stage after that, like around 15, every girls basically or boy they achieve that level, right? They have their menses, then they are back to their normal lifestyle. So in that case, if a person is 15 plus, with the under the guidance of their parents, they can go forward with the laser service. And starting from 15, it can go up to 65 to 70 years. The condition here will be like कि at your young age you can start, but once your hair started getting white and all, like once you have crossed your menopausal stage, 45, 50, you start getting your white hairs. I would say in your white hairs, laser is not going to work. So age bar is like minimum 15, maximum whenever you get your white hairs. If you're getting at your 30s, I would say let's not continue. Only on the white hairs, not on your black hairs. Obviously, at your 30s, you're not getting all your white hairs, right? Single or double hairs will be there. Just example I was giving. So if you are at your 45 or 50, you have five white hairs. That white hairs won't be encountered in the laser, but remaining rest, all the black hairs will be encountered in the laser. So age bar is not any limit. White hair is the limit, and minimum 15 years we always say. But once at least 18 years से पहले if you are doing it, you should have your parents. Your parents' guidance should be there.
All right, so we can start at 15 if under the parents' supervision, and the upper limit is no limit. It's just the color of hair that is the problem. That could be a problem. Only if the hairs are white, we cannot treat them. Interesting. I think I can see a lot of people asking a lot of questions about it. Guys, please use hashtag UC Laser while you're asking a questions. Keep asking questions. I'll be soon taking some questions from the joinees. While we are moving to the next session of it, Dr. Rafin, help us understand how many sessions it takes to completely go through the entire laser hair reduction process.
See, laser hair reduction, we always say there are conditions. See, every person is a different. There is nothing like you will have particular number of session and same particular number of session will be effective for me. Right? Every person is a different. Their hormonal profiles are different. Their medical issues are different. So depending on the medical issues, hormonal profile, we decide the number of sessions. Still, we have come to a conclusion. Minimum 6 to 8 sessions will be required to deliver the proper result, but if you have some hormonal issues, then it can go up to maximum 10 to 12 sessions also. So everything is correlated here. A proper medical history will be required, and then according to that, will be deciding the number of sessions. I want to just explain here one more thing. Number of sessions, like many people have a question here. Why not in a single session? राइट, दैट्स अ मेजर क्वेश्चन, एक सेशन
Right.
में क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा है एनी विच वे. सो यर सी आवर हेयर इज इन अ थ्री फेज, growing phase, stagnant phase, and a falling phase. That's anagen, catagen, and telogen. Scientifically, we talk about. So the only growing phase of the hairs will be counted in the laser. So,
Okay.
see, your all hairs can never be in a growing phase. Your all hairs can never be in a falling phase. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना कि एक टाइम आता है you are must smooth and all. There is a time there will be a hair fall also. There is a time there will be a growth also. So like minimum 10 to 15% hairs which are in the growing stage will be only counted in the laser. That is why number of sessions are required, so that we want to encounter maximum hairs in their growing stage. So that is why minimum 6 to 8 sessions we say that, so we can just encounter all the hairs in their growing stage.
Understood.
So number of sessions depend on your growing stage, on your hormonal condition, your medical history, your all the profiling we do, and then we decide. But minimum six is what we always recommend, 6 to 8.
All right, that is quite informative. This is time to take question. So I can see Shilpi Agarwal has asked, and she has also tagged UC Laser. How do I prepare for a laser hair reduction session, and what should I expect during the procedure?
See, there is no preparation. If you want to, hi Shubhi for, hi Shilpi, sorry. Hi Shilpi, if you want to go for a laser hair reduction, there is no particular time which you want to prepare and all. The only thing which you should keep in mind is waxing, threading, epilating. That means removing of your roots. If recently you have removed the roots like a week back or a 15 days back, like आपने waxing किया था, you have removed the roots of your hair, that time I would suggest not to go forward with the laser, because laser is going to work only on the roots. And अगर आपने roots ही निकाल दिया, laser work कहाँ पे करेगा? Get my point? So that is why there is no preparatory time, but you should have growth. That is very important.
All right. We have one more question from Pritika Rishi Saini. She's asking, are there any specific precautions to take for individuals with a darker skin tone? I think this is a very important question, and a lot of us might have this question in our mind. Doctor, please help us with that.
Yeah, see what happens. Why, and like in my previous sentence, what I was telling, white hairs, it is not going to work and all, right? Laser is all around the colors of your hair and your skin. It is only going to attack the colors. So the question was very good, basically. Pritika, right? आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत अच्छा है कि डार्कर स्किन टोन से, डार्कर स्किन टोन पे ऐसा नहीं है कि लेजर नहीं कर सकते हैं. आई कंप्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड द स्किन टोन इज डार्क, द हेयर इज ऑल्सो डार्क, सो दोनों एनर्जी अब्सॉर्ब करेंगे, राइट? It is not that. We have to go very smoothly and with the low parameters actually. We just proceed, and in the darker skin tone there can be the number of sessions which can be increased, because in the darker skin tone we can't give you the higher energy at single shot, because the skin is dark, the hair is dark, both will absorb the energy. There will be a possibility your skin can go have some rashes or burn. So that is why, just to avoid all that stuff, we do laser, but we just start with the very minimum parameters and then we proceed further. So it is very safe to go for the darker skin also. Just you have to keep in mind the number of sessions can alter. As we were talking, according to the history and all, seeing your skin type, having your hormonal profile, we decide the number of sessions.
Thank you, doctor. I hope, Pratika, that answers your question. The next question is, what is the ideal time interval between the laser hair reduction sessions?
See, when we, let's have an example of minimum 6 sessions, right? So the ideal time duration between the first 3 sessions, which I would say would be minimum 30 days to maximum 45 days. The reason behind here, again, as I was telling, laser will encounter only the hairs which are in their growing stage. So we need the particular, like suppose a particular area was having 10 hairs, 10 में से only 4 hair were in the growing stage, rest 6 were in the stagnant stage. मैंने वो 4 hairs को तो encounter कर दिया, but I'll be waiting till my that remaining hairs come in the growing stage. So that will take a minimum time of around 30 to 45 days. So that is why the time duration is very important. You should wait minimum 30 days to maximum 45 days for your initial 3 sessions. And as we proceed with the number of sessions, the time duration will increase, because laser, in laser what we do, we are passing the energy, the roots are burned which are in their growing stage. Eventually they will take time to come up again. सो जैसे जैसे आपके सेशन बढ़ेंगे, ग्रोथ आपकी स्लो हो जाएगी आना. सो जितना स्लो हो जाएगी, विल वेट फॉर योर ग्रोथ टू कम एंड देन वी विल एनकाउंटर देम.
Understood. I think amazing questions people are asking. Please do not forget to add the hashtag UC laser while you are asking the questions, and we'll jump on to the more audience questions. Before that, we go back to the frequently asked questions. So, Dr. Afreen, I think these questions are already popping up a lot in comment section, but I still want to address them separately. So, how many sessions exactly it takes to show some visible results during the entire process of laser hair reduction? As you mentioned, it's a 6 to 8 session long journey. When do I exactly start seeing the results?
You will be start seeing the result right from the first session, but ideally we never say you to expect any result in the first session. You will be requiring minimum 3 to 4 sessions, but many of the cases have seen the result in the first also, because some 10% of the result, so it will be delivered, right? So that is why right from the first session you can expect the result, but to see the proper result, like a prominent difference if we are talking about, so that will be taking minimum 3 to 4 sessions to see there will be a patchy growth, like a particular strand is having a hair. So there will be some strands will be having few growth, kahin pe there won't be any growth, then there will be few growth. So this is how the quality of the hair will be different. Like first you were having 1 mm, this example I'm giving, 1 mm thickness of a hair. Eventually after 3 it will be 0.6 mm thickness. So eventually the thickness will also reduce, the hair will become finer, the color of the hair will become little faded. So this all difference you will be appreciating in the going forward, like minimum 3 to 4 sessions you will be requiring, which can show you the difference ki yeah, laser is working on you. But please don't expect in a first session, please don't judge ki it is working or not, because in the first session we are just introducing laser to your body. We are just triggering all the follicles, we just want all the follicles to be exaggerated so that we can encounter them in the next cycle also. There will be a difference, but please don't expect any. difference, such difference basically.
Understood. Moving on to the next question, Dr. Afreen, I see a lot of people asking the similar question, which is again the frequently asked questions for us. How laser impact oily or sensitive skin? Are there any kind of contraindications or side effects when we get laser done if we have oily or sensitive skin, especially on the facial area?
See, laser is not going to affect anything related to the sensitive skin or on oily skin. First, I will talk about the sensitive skin. Okay. So, when you go for a waxing or you go for a shaving or you go for epilating or threading, anything, see, this all harsh. They are very harsh. They are very, yeah. Am I audible, right? Yeah, we were
Yes,
talking
you are
about
now.
the sensitive. Yeah, we were talking about the sensitive skin, right? So when we talk about waxing, threading, epilating, see what you are doing. You are actually harassing your skin. You are pulling out your stretchings. You are actually just harassing your skin basically. But when I talk about laser, we are doing nothing. We are just applying a moisturizer, a cleansing gel. We are shaving very gently. That too, we are shaving, and a light is passed on. So nothing is going to harass your skin. So for sensitive skin, it is one of the best option to go forward with it. Instead of going for all that harsh treatment, better to go for a laser thing. Nextly, when we talk about oily skin, so in the oily skin, what happens? The pores are getting clogged, and that eventually breaks out in an acne also, right? The pores are clogged with oils and everything. So you have that always that wet appearance on your face, shiny appearance on your face. In the laser hair reduction, what we usually do, we are clearing out that pores because that pores are having hairs. So once I'm burning out the hair, that hairs will eventually pop out and eventually वो जो pores होगा वो धीरे धीरे close हो जाएगा. So जब वो pores close हो जाएगा तो eventually आपका oiliness भी कम होगा. It is not going to go in a down straight. It is going to go in a up straight only. So it is not having any effect on your oily skin, nor it is having an effect on your sensitive skin. For sensitive skin, I would recommend go for a laser only. Oily में कोई difference as such नहीं आता, but eventually it can help us out instead of giving us the bad grading.
That's very interesting. In fact, laser hair reduction turns out to be even safer for sensitive and oily skin when done under doctor's supervision. All right, it's time to take audience questions. Guys, please keep posting your questions with the hashtag UC Laser. Don't forget, we are going to give 10 free laser trials to the lucky winners. So the question is, what qualifications or certification should I look for in laser hair reduction practitioner? This question is asked by Preeti.
Hi Preeti, first of all you'll have to be a medical practitioner. That means आपको एक proper MCI या DCI या homeopathy like a medical, you should have that prefix of a doctor. And then there are certification course which is running out in India. I don't want to endorse any one of them, so you can just search. But basic should be your medical degree.
All right. Next question is from Sonia Bhandari. She says, can laser hair reduction be safely used on individuals with a history of skin conditions?
Now here, hi Sonia. Here depends what history of skin condition you are talking about. There are n number of skin conditions. Like if we talk about vitiligo is one of the skin condition commonly encountered. So in case of vitiligo, there are stable vitiligo, there are unstable vitiligo. So according to the case, we decide if we can proceed or not. If you have a skin condition like rashes or eczema or psoriasis, in that condition we need to see a proper medication. If you are going right now, you don't have. So according to your skin condition, the answer can be different. So there's a vast this is a vast question. You'll have to be very specific which skin condition you're talking about. In particular skin condition, we can go. There's nothing like we can't go laser, but that skin condition should be treated before and then we can proceed with the laser service.
Next question is from Bhavna Gautam, and it's a very common question. I believe it's a frequently asked question. Is the procedure painful, and what measures are taken to minimize the discomfort?
Hi Bhavna. This procedure is usually a painless procedure, but I am not saying it will be feel less procedure. You will feel with what is happening on your skin, but that feel will be bearable. It is not going to pain. See what happens when I'm burning out the roots, you will feel some tingling sensation which is happening on your skin. A warmth you can feel because light is passing from your skin. So this is the maximum what I can say, a tingling sensation with a warmth feel. Now when we talk about the discomfort, so there are areas like our intimate areas. So in that area people are very skeptical ki how we will do it. Okay, it will be very discomforting, painful to nahi hoga. That area is very sensitive, right? So in that case, if such condition is there, then we can use the numbing cream also. There are numbing creams which are there available in the market. Even we have provided with a professional also. So they apply the numbing cream, the area is numb, and accordingly then we proceed. So everything is taken care in UC, what I can say.
All right, moving on to the frequently asked questions, Dr. Afreen. I think it's a very, very common question everybody thinks about is laser hair reduction safe for me? So I think I leave up to you and help us enlighten us to understand it is safe or not.
Laser hair reduction is very safe. It is not going to have any harmful effect. See, every procedure do have complications. I'm not saying this will be zero complication case, but these complications can be because of the mismanagement of your device or you are not doing it properly. But it can't be because of the laser light what we are passing out. So if you are under a proper doctor guidance, a proper technician, the one who's doing is properly trained technician. So the complication rate is minimum to minimum. It will be like 0.001% what I can talk about. The maximum complication what we can encounter in the laser is like a mild rashes or redness. This is accordingly that can be encountered. That again I'm talking in thousand. It can be only one case which is coming out. So it can be only because of the mishandling, human error के वजह से हो सकता है, not because of the machine or something. So we'll have to decide very precautionally कि where you are going, from whom you are taking. That is very important. So under proper doctor's observation and proper technician, you are following it up. So you don't have to worry. It is one of the safest procedure to go forward.
Thank you for answering that question. I move on to the next frequently asked question, which is for someone who's already taking their laser sessions at some place outside or a skin clinic. Is it safe for them to switch to Urban Company and start taking their sections over there?
Yeah, definitely, Swani. There's no such issues like if you are taking a number of sessions, like six sessions or eight sessions, you have taken from outside, and now you want to switch down to urban company. You are free and you can come back to the urban company any day, anytime. आप कोई भी number of sessions ले सकते हो. See what protocol we do right now is like we have a doctor consultation before you plan your laser service, and if you're not taking a doctor consultation, we still give you a call before you have a first session. So in that we take a proper history ki how many sessions are done, last session was done when, what is the skin type, what is your hair growth, and according to that we decide, and according to that we manage the parameters and we send our professional to your place. So don't worry, if you are taking laser from outside, please try from the urban company also.
Wonderful. I think it's time to go to some audience questions. Guys, keep asking questions. Use hashtag UC Laser. Again, Ravina has a question. Is it safe for sensitive skin? Her skin is sensitive. She's looking for an answer.
Yes, Ravina, definitely sensitive. I have already answered this, but I guess I'll play join over. Okay, so no worries. See, this is very safe for the sensitive skin. At least I would request you, if you're going waxing or anything like that, threading, you are harshing your skin, harassing your skin, so please stop that. Once you try at least a single session or trial session you take from a laser, you'll understand it is one of the safest procedure to go forward. So it is very safe for the sensitive skin. Don't worry about it.
Manjeet has a exactly similar question, but particularly for the bikini area.
As I told before, for a bikini area, I do understand many of us have a doubt that that area is very sensitive and that. So in that case, don't worry, Manjeet. It is safe in the bikini area. We, if you feel like if you feel like okay, there will be a discomfort or pain, then we definitely apply a numbing cream also. So don't worry. It is safe for the bikini. It is safe for all the body parts. Only the area what we say not to go forward, where the hair growth is very fine, because again it is a color theory. Very fine hairs won't have the proper color, so jitna lighter color hoga utna laser is not going to work out. So bikini area, your underarm area is one of the best areas to go forward with the laser, because the hairs on that area are very thick and black. The blacker the hair, the best result it can give. So please try the laser at your bikini area.
All right, we have a question from Prachi Agarwal. She's asking, can laser hair reduction help prevent or reduce ingrown hair in the treated areas? Personally, this is the question I would also like to ask you, doctor. What about the
Yes.
ingrown hairs?
Yeah, ingrown hairs give us a strawberry skin like appearance, right? So, yeah, definitely laser helps in the ingrown conditions also, because see, what I have told you, laser is going to work only on the roots. What is the science behind ingrowth is like you have the roots, the follicle is not able to, the hair is not able to grow back. The skin is intacting there. So, when I am shaving, I am passing the light, I am burning out the roots and the follicle inside. So, eventually they will pop out, and slowly and slowly the pores will close. So the number of sessions will be increased in the strawberry appearance cases. But yeah, it is very helpful. It will give you the smooth skin appearance also. But number of sessions will vary here.
All right, we have a question from Diksha Tripathi. Very particular question about numbing cream. She wants to ask if there are any side effects of using a numbing cream during the procedure.
There is no side effect. See, if you have, like I told you, when we are planning in the UC, we take a proper history. So in that we have an allergy history also and everything. So according to that, we decide if we want to go forward with a numbing cream or not. But in the initial starting sessions, we recommend not to take a numbing cream, because we want your skin to feel that how you're feeling it. The energy should be not too much, that when I have applied a numbing cream, right? So if I'm applying the higher energy also, your skin should feel it also. If that area is numb, you won't be able to feel. Any which ways we have a set parameters also, so nothing to worry about it. Numbing cream side effects agar hota hai, so we can make a patch test to you, and then further we can decide let's move forward or not with the numbing or without numbing. That will be the thing.
Okay, we'll take one more question, very interesting one from Hema. Does this laser reduction process tends to darker skin?
Absolutely no, Hema. Hi, Hema, first of all. There is nothing like key on paper or written, or we have seen in our cases, ki laser is going to give you darker skin. Any which ways I can say it can give you a camouflaging effect of a lighter skin. The reason behind is here, कि if you have a thicker growth, a dense growth, that area will eventually look dark. बट जैसे जैसे आपकी ग्रोथ कम होगी ना, वो ऑटोमेटिकली स्किन लाइट दिखने लगे. आई एम नॉट हियर सेइंग कि लेजर इज गोइंग टू help you out in lightening your skin, but I am saying you it can give you a camouflaging effect of a lightening skin. But any day it is not going to give you a darker skin, so don't worry about it.
All right, guys, keep asking the questions. We'll take a couple of more audience questions. Before that, we'll go back to our frequently asked questions. So I'm left with two more questions. The first one again is, can I use or can I do waxing or use epilators or shaving while I'm getting the laser hair sessions done? So in between two sessions, can I still use another method of hair removal?
See, I would recommend you, Sohani, not to go forward with waxing, threading, and all. In short, removing of your roots. Any procedure which is removing the roots of your hair, I would recommend not to go. Reason behind is, as I told, laser is going to work only on the roots. And in case आपने 10 hairs में से 6 के roots ही निकाल दिए हो और laser service ले रहे हो, that laser is going to work only on your 4 hairs, because that 6 hair was not having the roots. So ideally you paid amount, but you're not getting what you paid for. So very, very important here. Whenever you are planning for laser, you should have a growth first, and in between the session, the safest thing which we see. I'm not saying ki in between like first two session there will be a gap of 30 to 45 days. So I'm not saying कि there won't be any growth. आपने जैसे ही first session कराया, there can be a growth within a week and 10 days, because I've just burned out the roots. That roots will eventually pop out, right? वो कहाँ जाएंगी, ऊपर ही आएंगी, राइट? सो वो वीक हो जाती है. अगर हम वेट करेंगे तो 15-20 डेज में वो ऑटोमेटिकली 40 to 50% ऑफ इट विल शेड ऑल्सो. But the number of hairs which are not shaved, that you can just shave it off. Why am I saying shave it off? Razor चला सकते हो आप, because razor will cut off the hairs from the above when it is not removing the roots. You can do anything which is preserving the roots. Basically, that should funda should be there in our mind when we are planning for the laser thing. So waxing, threading, or any such procedure which is removing the roots, please don't practice that, because you will be paying. You can lie to your doctor कि, okay, I have not done it, but you yourself should know that it is not going to give you the result if you have removed it. So very importantly, you can shave, you can trim it off, you can cut from the scissor, that is also okay, but scissor is not feasible, it's very tedious work to do. So best option hota hai, we can go for a shaving purpose then.
All right. Another question that we have is that if anyone is having some health issues apart from menopause, do you think laser hair reduction can still be performed on their skin?
Yeah, again, so Hani, this is a very open-ended question. When we talk about health issues, right, there are n number of health issues. Few health issues what I want to talk here is like, it's not an issue, but still, if you are pregnant, so in that case, I would say please don't take lasers. Obviously, it is not going to interfere with your pregnancy or something, but better not to do it, because anything external in pregnancy we avoid. If you have a thyroid issue or PCOD issue or any hormonal imbalance issue, then in that case we can do it, and it is one of the best way to go forward with the laser hair reduction. Reason behind, in thyroid, in PCOD, you have exaggerated growth. You have male hormone which is going to prominent. You will be having growth, right? So in that
Right.
case, one of the safest method to go forward. The only condition here is the number of sessions.
Hmm.
Number of sessions will vary. As I was telling you in the start, right? A proper medical history will be taken, and then accordingly the number of session will be decided. So medical condition, when you were talking about, it's very open-ended. So I want if you can specify me some conditions, so according to that we can answer your question. But again, if anyone one of you have some medical issues and you are very skeptical, we should we go forward with the laser or we should not, you can directly have a consultation with us. You can discuss your problem, and according to that we can let you know okay, which one is safe to go and what not to go forward with it.
Understood. Moving on to the last question of the session, and again, I think it's going to be an open ended, a broader scheme question is that how do you take care of your skin after the laser hair reduction has been done? Does it require maintenance sessions? Does it require me to stop the sun exposure? Multiple questions about how exactly I take care of my skin when my laser hair reduction session is done.
See, laser hair reduction, I won't recommend you to avoid sun or something which is not even practically possible for us. It's not a major surgery that we'll have to stay back at our home and we can't go out for next 24 hours or something, nothing. It's a very go-to procedure. आपने morning में कराया, afternoon में you want to go out, you can go out freely. The only condition here is like photosensitivity. When we are doing any procedure in aesthetic, that is laser, you will have to protect your skin from this sun. That is very mandatory. Any which ways, अगर आप कुछ नहीं भी कराते हो तो we always recommend sunscreen. So obviously now you have exposed yourself to the laser. You have made your skin a bit photosensitive. So in that case, mandatorily using sunscreen is very necessary. Next, what you have to use for your post care thing is like moisturizer. You'll have to properly moisturize your skin. That two things if you are taking care of, nothing major to worry about. Few things are there what we always say to avoid for next 24 hours or maximum 2 to 3 days. That is any serums if you are using, any night creams if you are using, suppose retinol or steroid based cream. This all are making your skin photosensitive. In that case, I want you to stop that for at least minimum 2 to 3 days and then take a laser session. And once you are done with your laser session, after 2 or 3 days, you can again go back to your normal routine. So these are few precautions which you will have to take care of and nothing major on that. So don't worry कि लेज़र कराना है तो full day की leave लेना पड़ेगा या लेज़र कराना है तो you'll have to think too much on that. No, it's just an like according to your body part it will take time. So if we'll talk about the smallest part also, it's just an half an hour procedure. You can try once and then you can decide how basically how good it is, I can say.
Very interesting. Dr. Afreen, it's time to take audience questions. Guys, please use hashtag UZLaser. 10 out of you will get a free trial session from Urban Company. We have a question from Diksha Tripathi. She's asking, can feeding moms go for laser?
Hi Diksha, feeding moms do go for lasers, but currently we would say let's not do it. Reason behind here is like, see, laser is not going to harm your any hormones or something, your prolactin hormone which is producing the milk and all. But anything which happens, it can be correlated with the laser. So better let's just avoid. Once you are done with your feeding, like your baby is done with your breastfeeding, she has switched on to a bottle feeding or something, then please proceed with the laser service.
All right. We have a question from Ravina. She's asking, how many seatings for this entire session?
How many?
How many seatings are required? I believe she
How
means to
many
ask how
sessions
many sessions
basically,
would
right?
be required to completely go for laser hair reduction process.
Hi Ravina, that will be depending on your condition. So basically, minimum 6 to 8 sessions will be required for any body part, but again, depending on your body part also and your medical conditions also. So if any medical issues, then it can go up to 8 to 10 also. If we talk about the facial hair, the where the hairs are very fine, basically, number of sessions can increase. Wherever the hairs are thick, number of sessions will decrease. So depending on your body part, depending on your medical condition, we can decide. But minimum 6 to 8 is what I'll always say about.
All right. We have a question from Hema. Do we have to take any precautions after the laser session?
Hi Hema, yes, as I was talking about, after care is like sunscreen, that is sun protection, and a moisturizer. This two is mandatory, what I will say. Obviously, drying out your skin, nobody likes it, right? So that's a basic thing which we should any which ways follow. But laser ke baad compulsorily you'll have to follow this ki sun protection and moisturizing your skin. Rest taking care is like it is for next 24 to 48 hours only. Like you have to avoid gymming, swimming, so that you don't go out and have that excessive sweat. Basically, you will have to avoid your retinol or steroid cream for next 2 days before and after the laser. So these are the few post care which you'll have to take care.
All right. Very interesting question from Manju Agarwal. She's asking, is it possible to achieve even results across different areas of the body?
Sorry, can you repeat?
So she wants to ask that, can we expect even results or similar results in different parts of the bodies?
Okay. So high event result when we talk about it is we are not going to expect an event result in all the body parts the same number of sessions. Like supposingly, I'll just take an example of your underarms and your face, very closer area, right? So in your underarms, you might see a better result in a lesser number of sessions when we talk about your face because the quality of the hair here is different. So number of sessions will be different according to your body type. सो देयर वोंट बी एनी इवन रिजल्ट आएगा हो सकता है 4 सेशन में आपके अंडर आर्म्स में जो रिजल्ट दिखाया है वो फेस पे 6 सेशंस लग गया है आने में बट डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर क्वालिटी ऑफ योर हेयर्स एंड द ग्रोथ एंड द थिकनेस ऑफ योर हेयर the number of sessions will vary and the result will vary accordingly.
All right, we'll go ahead with last two questions. One is from Isia. She's asking, what kind of timeline can I expect to see noticeable results in hair reduction program? We have already covered this question, but doctor, if you could enlighten us on this again.
I'll elaborate again. Hi, Asya. There is no particular timeline as I can talk about. Minimum 3 sessions to upload, at least to see the difference what it can be making. I'm not saying 3 session where you'll get a proper result, but minimum 3 sessions to 4 sessions, you can start appreciating the result. कि okay, laser is giving you like the quality of the hairs will be fine, the thickness of the hairs will reduce, the hair quantity numbers of the hairs पहले 100 थे that will come down to 90 or 95 or 80 आ जाएगा तो patchy growth हो जाएगा so to see all this difference you'll have to wait minimum 3 to 4 sessions and then you can make a body को कि laser is working on you.
All right, we'll take our last question, which is from Senorita Jeswal. She's asking, are there any potential risks or side effects associated with laser hair reduction? I think this is the exact same question people keep thinking about. Is the hair reduction a safe option for me? So,
See, as I already told, it is one of the safest procedure. So don't worry about Senorita. You can go forward with the laser service. There is no potential side effect. The maximum side effects, if I'll talk about, will be redness, rashes, or burn. That's the maximum side effect I'm talking about. So don't worry. That is in 1,001% of the case can happen this way, and that is not because of the laser. It can be because of the human error, like mishandling of the machine, not giving you the proper energy, not doing the procedure right. That can be the reason of getting not a, that can be the reason of getting a side effect. So don't worry, it is one of the safest procedure if you are taking laser under a proper doctor's supervision, doctor's guidance. So it is safest to move forward.
All right. Thank you so much, doctor, for sharing a lot of knowledge and information about laser hair reduction and the frequently asked questions about this entire subject. I believe our audience must have got some of the answers, and this will be helpful to a lot of people who are considering about laser hair reduction, but they still have some questions. Guys, there's a link pinned below the chat section. Please go through the Urban Company website. If you have more questions, you can ask over there. Until then, thank you so much, Doctor, for joining and having a very interesting discussion with us. And thank you,
Thank you.
audience, for joining and gracing us with your time. Thank you so much.